Good morning, YouTube. So today is November 25th, which is the 25th day of my 30 days trans challenge, my 30 videos in 30 days for Transgender Awareness Month for the month of November. As promised, you're kind of getting me, no makeup and sort of freshly out of bed and in my pajamas and not really, with weird bad hair and sorry. So I gotta knock out something quick because my kids are both still upstairs in their room. They're home from school this week for Thanksgiving break, so I'm gonna have to squeeze videos in when I get a chance. Okay, question 25 isn't really a question, it just says doctor visits, which I guess is, explain my experience with them. So I go to the Howard Brown Health Center in Chicago because they have a transgender health informed consent model, their THINK program. And it's been great. I've been on hormones now for 4 years, just a little over 4 years. And I was able to do it through them. I did actually have one really horrible experience at an endocrinologist. Before I started hormones, I'd been in therapy and got my hormones letter and went to my insurance website and found an endocrinologist in the area. And it was one of the worst medical experiences of my life. So she made me take my shirt off and then felt my chest and told me that I didn't have a lot of breast tissue, so I probably wasn't going to grow very big. I think I've done okay, though. Yeah. I don't know. But she asked me weird things like, when I have sex, do I have sex as a man or as a woman? And I wasn't sure what she meant, so she clarified and said, what position do you have sex in, and in your head, are you a man or a woman? And I was like, why is this relevant information? But she made me take a blood test and get a karyotype, which is a gene test, to make sure that I wasn't some genetic intersex condition, because somehow that's relevant too. So I delayed everything by a month, and then when I saw my therapist again, she asked how it went, and I said that I explained, this horrible thing. And she goes, I did some research on my own, and I found this place, Howard Brown. Maybe you want to go check there. So I did. I called and scheduled an appointment, and I've been seeing the same doctor there every time, ever since. They do sliding scale. So if you are uninsured or underinsured, they may be able to work with you as far as price goes, for those of you in the Chicago area or the surrounding states. Now, I've heard good and bad experiences from folks that go to Hobro. They've always been really good to me. They use my preferred name, or if they're calling my name in a crowded waiting room, and they don't use my preferred first name, then generally they'll just call my last name. But I've heard that, they have used people's legal name instead of their, actual real name. But, they have a lot of patients, so sometimes it can get a little hectic. Sometimes the waits can be longer. But, I don't know. I've just had really great experiences with them, and they even have agreements with the local Walgreens to get hormones at a discounted price if you don't have insurance. So that works too. Let's see. So, yeah, that's really kind of what I have as far as doctor visits. I think I've gone to other primary care physician visits since I've started hormones. Oh, well, I did have surgery to remove a bone spur in my nose a couple years back, and I had to tell everyone that I was transgender and I'm on these hormones, and most places have just sort of let it roll off. They've only inquired so far as is actually medically necessary to whatever procedure they're performing or situation they're investigating. So I've been pretty lucky. The medical establishment is not particularly open and kind to trans folk as a rule, but I think it's getting better, and I've been pretty lucky about where I've gone and who I've seen. So that's really all I have, I guess. Yeah, so that's it for today. And the dogs are gonna go crazy. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Look at all of these! All of these! There's 4 bones on the floor. They are literally fighting over one of them. Anyway, stop it! So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. For those of you who are Whovians, how did you like the 50th anniversary special? Because I thought it was pretty awesome. In fact, my daughters and I are going to see the theater 3D experience tonight, so it's pretty exciting. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Send me a YouTube inbox message. Leave me comments below. You can find me on Tumblr, brinconvenient.tumblr.com, or on Twitter @brinconvenient. And, I'm on Google Plus too, under Brin Convenient. Some of you have found me there already. I don't use it a lot, but it's linked to this YouTube account, and when you leave me comments here, they come up on there. So, if you want to... there's been a couple of things where I've tried to reply to a message, and it's like friends locked or contact locked or something, and I can't reply unless you've added me as a contact. Or there's this thing where when you put your comment in, you have to make sure to select or uncheck disable replies or something like that. Otherwise, I can't reply to you. So anyway, it's I haven't quite figured all this nonsense out yet with YouTube and Google Plus, but yeah. So you can add me there too, and bigender.net/forum. Always, I'm there, and I'm gonna go before the dogs chew up the microphone or something. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.